Big boy. I feel weird and I have a headache. Did something happen? Our bones are more beautiful than yours. What is happening? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Satisfactory. As you can see, I've built the rest of the walls for the power tower. I've even given it a foundation. I have even built the foundation for the second power tower. I'll build that up over time because I would like that ready to go once we do have access to more turbo fuel. There is actually enough crude oil here right now to double up what we have, to have 80 generators instead of 40. The only bottleneck here is the compacted coal. Coal's not a problem, sulfur is. If we look at the sulfur for a moment, there's one ping over here, which is where our steelworks is going. This one we are already using. And then there is an impure node miles away. So sulfur is not forthcoming right now. So the first task today is taking the polymer resin from our setup and making rubber and plastic from that. Also, as a quick side note, I did take a little bit of the turbo fuel and put it into the packager. So I have a stack of packaged turbo fuel. What this means is that my jetpack now runs on turbo fuel. And it has quite a kick. As you can see, I'm up the cliff. Ready? Tally-ho! Jetpack. So the turbo fuel in the jetpack goes like this. Whee! It's like 4 or 5 times better than the solid biofuel. Do we think I can get that? I don't think the guns work on this, does it? Maybe. Oh, it does. Nice. But it's easy just to thwack it with mistake. Oh! Bugs, bugs, bugs. More bugs? More bugs. More bugs.
A picture of this event has been sent to the Fix-It head office to reside on its pile of lame.
Uh-huh. Please die. Thank you. Oh! 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 There was another one. That explains so much. Are we good? I think we're good. There appears to be a cave. This was not something I planned for, but let's have a quick peek, I guess. There is another power slug. Oh, there's more bugs. Screw you. No, 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 no. Whee! Ah, slurp. Hello, there's more cave. I hear you. I don't want to hear you, but I hear you. There appears to be a nest of doggos. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, I'll take all the stuff, I guess. Not enough space. New helmet. New helmet? New helmet. There's another power slug. I want it. And apparently I need 100 of them, so... I mean, that's nothing to worry about, really, is it? Ionized fuel. Methinks I'm going to need stuff that I'm not going to unlock for like 100 years. But it is worth keeping in mind that I do need 100 power shards. At some point. So yes, I've put up the rest of the walls. It took so much metal plating, you have no idea. Makes me kind of impressed how people build the mega structures they do. If I do decide to do 4 buildings, I'd put another one there and then another one here. Or offset them, or do them all in a line. The possibilities are endless. Line sounds cool, actually. Right. Let's switch over for a moment. Now, returning to our little diagram, the next step are highlighted in blue. A couple of water extractors and some refineries to take the polymer resin into rubber and plastic. However, knowing that I am going to build more in the future, I am going to future-proof. So instead of building this many water extractors and this many refineries, I'm going to build this many water extractors and this many refineries. That's not a lot, is it? That's about as much as I've already built for the turbo fuel. I will also try to build some dedicated buildings for 36 refineries for the fuel recipe and 64 refineries for the turbo fuel recipe. Because at the moment they are just laid out on the ground wherever I built them. That was purely so I could get the power start going. This lot right here. What I need to do is build a building big enough to house 4 times 9 refineries for the oil being turned into fuel, and a building big enough to house 4 times 16 refineries for the turbo fuel recipe. I won't be using them at the moment, but all I need them to do is be there so I can plug in the resources later on once I have them. Mainly for the sulfur. And what I might end up having to do is unlocking trains and then using a train to cart all of that sulfur from miles away back here. Which sounds like a faff, but I'm genuinely excited for that. I don't know if I'll be doing it right now, but on the topic of future-proofing, I will also be placing all the refineries in this building once it's built. So then all I have to do is plug in the turbo fuel once we're making that. Let me just go check my little flow chart and count up how many refineries I actually need. So the amount of refineries we need altogether is 123. That's a lot of resources I'm going to have to cart. Aha! So I'll go back to the main base, collect all the resources we need, come back here, and start today with a little building adventure. Logistics Mark IV. You think I'd be trying to unlock this for the conveyor belt, but actually right now I think that truck might be more useful. Launch the pod. Farewell, pod.
Milestone reached. The transportation of resources can reach new heights of efficiency. With the Mark IV belts and lifts, the truck, but even more importantly, your effort. Handling a large and complicated vehicle like the truck should come easy to a well-trained pioneer such as you. They are an obvious improvement over tractors concerning industrial purposes. Improvements for personal use were not measured.
Truck. Big boy. Crafting. Aha! Ooh, lots of space. Yep, my god, look at the size difference. Hi. Your tiny wheels mean nothing to me. We had to get that one little bump in, didn't you? See, all of the bridges I've made and all the routes I've left open are 1 tile wide. Well, I mean, it is 1 tile wide. It's a tight fit. I just have to drive carefully and not fall into the drink. Okay, so that's all of the motors I need. That's all of the copper sheets I need. That's about half of the steel pipes I need. So I need to make a trip down to the steel foundry to get some steel pipes and some encased beam. This truck is a little unwieldy. Hello, other truck. God. Oh, fuck me. Ah, oh, don't. Come on. Ah. The pain. The pain. I need to go around the entire map and blow up every single rock. Just go over it. Just go over it. Do you reckon I can get away with this? Not running over the beasties, that's not quite what I meant. Oh, just about. Just about. We're fine, we're fine. Nothing to worry about. There's a ladder. Also fine. There we go. There we go. Now I just have to transport some encased beams and some steel pipe. A truck station. Haha! I've now set up a 3rd truck stop over here by the steel, which is being loaded with the encased industrial beams. And some coal. So now, it's not being transported anywhere, but if I need some more, all I have to do is drive in and collect it. Like this. Hello, arm. I'm not underneath it, but that's fine. Aha! Also, I didn't notice this with the tractors, but if I press a button, I have a crafting bench in the truck. I think I would have noticed that, considering it says press X to open the crafting bench, but yeah, I've only just noticed that. Yeah, the more you know. I also need pipe. So if I come over here and load the truck. Hello, Peanut. should be... Aha! A lot of pipe. Wow! Where is the center of gravity for this truck? So now that little adventure is over with, I can now get to building. I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to climb the cliff again, so I can get a bird's eye view of where I can build. That looks interesting. Something important, no doubt. How did I manage this last time? Over there? Please be a ledge. Okay. Hello, what are you? Sam. This is not the distraction I was expecting. I just wanted to have a look. I was going to build a game. Okay, I guess I'm doing this now. I don't suppose I could just casually reach the power from down up here, not down here. That would be bold, wouldn't it? Okay. Any ledges beneath me? Nope. Ladder can go straight down then. Okay, yep, that's fine. This is fine. This is so perilous, I hate it. Like, I don't get vertigo, but building a ladder downwards from a very tall cliff is certainly doing something to me. There we go. Wouldn't it be lovely if I could reach up there? Oh, it does reach up there. Ah! Oh, what a wonderful day. I fell off the ladder. It is not a wonderful day. So how is your day? Here we go. Storage. Mark 4 belt. Sam. Strange alien matter. When referred to as Sam, doesn't seem to follow the known laws of physics, yet whispers of new possibilities. I really wanted to build right now. I guess I guess I go back to base and research some stuff. Oh wait, I don't have to. Hold on. Alien tech. Okay. Oh.
Strange alien matter analysis completed. Dormant crystalline SAM can now be found with the resource scanner. In its dormant state, it is safe to handle without special equipment and can be stored indefinitely. Research for enabling the reanimation of dormant SAM is now available.
Fill the rivers with blood and let the effigies defile our temples. The sun will follow.
I feel like I'm knocking on the door of something I should not be knocking on. SAM reanimation.
SAM reanimation recipe unlocked. SAM can now be safely awakened, provided it is contained. Meaning, if not contained in special electromagnetic storage, it tends to start breaking atomic bonds of any matter it has physical contact with, and reconstructing it into easily transportable resources.
Scripture and blood compose harmony. Follow our hallowed temple halls and listen to the echoes of your ripples. Our bones are more beautiful than yours.
Our bones are more beautiful than yours. What is happening? Reanimated Sam goes into a constructor. I can do that. Reanimated Sam. I also need wire. I don't think I have a wire on me. Tally-ho! Wee. I apologize for the distraction. I promised a building, and then I got distracted by a truck, and now I'm being distracted by weird alien goop. Do I have wire here? Oh, what a wonderful thing it would be if I had wire here. I do not. Back to base! There's a power slug. There's a drop pod. I don't suppose there's wire around it, is there? That would be quite serendipitous. There appears to be a big monster. Hello, big monster. Do you happen to have some wire around here, do you? No. Okay, I'll come back and pick that up later. Leave me alone. I left you alone. I will come back for the drop pod, however. No, I actually have explosives on me. Explosive. 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 What do you mean that didn't work? Okay. Yeah, you sort. Yes. Indeed. Summer sloop. Suddenly I'm being inundated with more alien stuff. I feel like the universe is trying to tell me something. We shall go with it. Alien tech. SAM fluctuator. Oh, what now?
SAM fluctuator recipe unlocked. The fluctuator can mimic unique communication through patterns of electric frequencies to instruct reanimated SAM to perform specific tasks or give specific restrictions, such as matter-to-energy conversion. It can also function as matter memory, reading the exact composition and state of a collection of matter in one location, breaking it down, and near-instantly reconstructing it in another location, which has incredible potential for smart storage.
Your threads shift solid to fluid to a tapestry. Matter, 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 and mind and melody.
That was a lot to take in. Dimensional depot. Missing materials. I'm missing a Mercer. Okay, so I need SAM fluctuator, which takes 3 items and is made in a crafting bench. That's interesting. Okay. Where's my scanner? Sam. I can scan for Sam. I can scan for Sam. I'd use what? What? Wait, is there a... Oh. Is there a Sam by this arch this entire time? Hello, Power Slug. I'll get you in a moment. Oh. Well, that's not what I was expecting. "200 meters away." Is it downwards? It's underground. How do I get underground? Wait. There's a wall there that can be exploded. Purple power slug. Slurp. Yeah, that seems about right. Wee. And slurp. A part of me wants to make colourful skins for combination of colours, but I feel like that might be a bit much. Okay, so... is this enough of a boom? Okay. That's not what I wanted. This one. Ping the Samuel. What? Oh, hello.
We watch the waves of the effigies in the shallows passing through the windows, and they're all the same. There is no resonance growth. Sing.
I just called the Fix-It doctors. They told me there is definitely no danger from repeat exposure to these signals. In fact, they said it is good for you. I apologize, but the call dropped suddenly, otherwise they would have told you themselves. The good news is you should run towards these strange and dangerous-looking objects whenever you find them. Doctor's orders.
Right. So this cave contains nothing but a Mercer and a whole lot of bacon. Which is a sentence. So... there is definitely a Sam nearby. There is definitely a Sam nearby. Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm losing all my buttons because I'm excited or panicking, one of the two. I have an explosive. Does that kill you? Does that kill you? Are you a plant? You have eyes. Are you actually a monster? It's interesting. That's not Sam. This is Sam. Oh, is that it there? Oh. Oh my. Was here the entire time. Right. Going to break the illusion, but it's now the next day for me. What was I doing? Oh yes. Ooh, berries. So I need to get down here. Down there. Down the big old hole. I'll do what I did back by the other Sam site and just build a ladder down. Why don't you want to go down? Come on, come on, come on. Here we go. Ooh. Land on the ladder, please. There we go. How many spiders do you think are down here?
I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen.
I sort of meant that as like tongue-in-cheek, not that there actually will be. Ha 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 ha. Okay. What if can I just reach? Oh, I can just reach, but I need stuff. So it does occur to me that I do tend to get tunnel vision when it comes to the UI in games. I've been doing all of this and I haven't really paid attention to the fact that the resources are still on the side of the screen. So, sorry about that. I think I've mentioned it before, but I also get the same sort of tunnel vision with chat boxes on the UI. When people are talking in-game via text, I tend to entirely blot it out and I miss what people are saying constantly. Ooh, you know what I can do? While I'm here? Purple power slugs. Hey, hey. Oh?
Research completed. Purple power slugs seem to be near the end of their life cycle and have a significant amount of potential energy stored. It is a good thing Fix-It does not waste. Purple power slugs can now be processed into power shards.
Ooh. Wait. What is this? Time crystal? Are diamonds that have been reconfigured at a subatomic level into convert... Time crystals? How the bleeding hell do I get time crystals? Diamonds? So I can make power shards, but I need time crystals. This entire episode is spiraling out of control. Let us go back to simplicity and build some portable miners. Okay, onto this perilous ladder. Please, onto the perilous ladder. Please, onto the perilous ladder. There we go. Production miner. I need some power. Wouldn't it be lovely if it could reach? Ah. My perilous ladder. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. I should really explore this hole, shouldn't I? Lift. That'll do. That'll do. It's going to go through the stone, but, you know. Here we are. So that's that. Well, this is a normal vein, so it should be producing 120 a minute. Oh, it takes 120 a minute. Fascinating. Reanimated Sam. Wow, there's a whole bunch of recipes for it, isn't there? Wow. So the reanimated Sam is used for a lot of things. I just don't know what those things are. Dimensional depot. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Dimensional depot unlocked. SAM can be utilized to deconstruct matter down to its chemical elements in one dimension, and the Mercer sphere allows it to be transferred and stored in another. Once parts are fed into the dimensional depot, they can be accessed by the Pioneer inventory and build gun system at any time, anywhere.
We see through the window. It is pathetic. Consume more blood. The glass will not shatter, the metal will not bend, the wood will not splinter. Weave.
Weave, ah. So, what? So what is this? Hold on, let me unlock this. Energy harnessing.
Potential for harnessing alien energy completed. Fixit has identified 2 development tracks requiring additional research to integrate Somersloops safely and efficiently into Fixit technology.
The loop organ contains scripture, contains instruments to compose symphonies of root and rot and recycling. Shrines to evolution and revolution.
Well. Power augmenter. Power amplifier, production amplifier. Okay, well I can't do those yet. What is the dimensional depot? I'm still a bit lost on what that's supposed to be. The dimensional depot uploader is used to upload resources to a dimensional storage deposit. From here, resources can be used by the build gun and crafting stations as if they were in the Pioneer. Wait, what? I need more fluctuator. I have the fluctuators. Dimensional depot. That's interesting. Press X to configure. Drop items here to upload to dimensional depot. Oh, hello, it's purple. Wait. I put all my steel beams in here. So I have 13 uploaded. a... Oh. Oh. Dimensional depot stack increase. 300%? 400%? Wow, wow, look at the amount of Mercer spheres I need. Upload speed increases? Enables uploading from the inventory. Ah! Wow, okay. So, I don't need to be carting stuff around the world. I can have, like, wireless inventory. It's amusing that I've just discovered this as I've just unlocked trucks and carted like hundreds of stacks halfway around the world. Hang on, if I... Do I get my stuff back? Okay. I built a rough concrete production last time. So I do have a bunch of concrete for building the power tower. So I should try to increase the upload speed more than anything. But if I have dimensional depots on all of the stuff I'm using, then I don't need to cart stuff around the world. But it's only for building, right? I can't take this stuff out for my production lines. So I don't need to put dimensional depots on everything, it's just all of the building materials. That would be nice. This has been a distraction, but it's been a very surprising and welcome one. So if I get that Master Sphere up there... Hello! Wink.
This fleeting temple hums a resonant. The voiceless effigy creates bodies in airwaves but does not notice the shore. Is our melody not beautiful?
Detecting abnormal brainwave activity again. Activating artificial brainwave resonator.
Your shallow song has no rhythm. The river erodes our temples without prayers and washes away our scripture without deepening. Consume.
I believe this is one of those moments where the scientist would yell, Eureka, but that seems entirely too dramatic. It seems they are somehow organically emulating human speech. Fascinating. Continue exposing yourself to alien artifacts.
So back over here in my little iron production, where I don't have any lights yet, I have this iron plate belt that I've been using for building material. I will place a depot here. And then I have a stockpile of iron plate. Awesome! If I build some more fluctuators, I could double the speed right now. So I have 3 Mercer spheres left. I'll use those to upgrade the upload speed, which should be helpful. Any weird alien comments here?
Dimensional upload speed increased. Part of the kinetic and thermal energy released during matter conversion has now been repurposed to aid with dimensional shifting, allowing for more parts to be transferred in a short time frame.
Loop the veins, use the flow, make a curve out of a line. Your shallow minds create shallow solutions. Pretty ripples.
Shallow mind? Pretty ripples? I certainly hope that wasn't meant to include me.
Wait. I thought Ada didn't hear the voices. Is she hearing them now? What is actually happening? What is going on? So I need 7 more, then I need 13 more, 69 more. Aha! So I need 92 more Mercer spheres, and that's before even managing to build more dimensional depots. Lovely. I feel weird and I have a headache. Did something happen?
Pretty rebels.
Upgrading the speed was well worth it. So unless there's any more surprises and distractions, it's time to head back to the power tower in the oil ocean. So this is the bit of the cliff I was trying to get up to earlier on. It's where I started the episode. And this Sam ore is apparently just over here. If I looked around a bit, I would have seen it. So, the plan. I need a building for turning the oil into fuel. I need a building for turning the fuel and compacted coal into turbo fuel. I need a building for turning the polymer resin into rubber. And a building for turning the polymer resin into plastic. I think what I will do is I will build an individual building on each island. And then have little bridges connecting them all. And that'll look cool. Well, it looks cool in my head. If it'll turn out that way, who knows. I should also build a building for the compacted coal, shouldn't I? That's a thing I should do. Another building for the docket. So I will get to it. I shall see you after a quick time lapse.
Fix-It engineers experimented with soft drives, but the prototypes all went missing. They were later located in the toilets, being used as towels.
And we're back. So things have significantly changed here. Although the functions are mostly the same. So the compacted coal is no longer here on the beach, and the belts have been tidied up, and they're being taken over here into that building. So what I've done is I've taken each of the factories I had before, and I've built them 4 times over. Interestingly, it didn't take that long to do. All I had to do was copy what I already had. And back there in an interesting L shape is the fuel being made from oil. This building here is all of the refineries turning fuel and compacted coal into turbo fuel. I will admit that that's only been doubled at the moment, not quadrupled. And I suppose quite obviously, the extra power tower. It's built, all of the fuel generators are in. The only thing I haven't done is the piping. And then right there at the back is a building for the plastic and a building for the rubber. Tally-ho! Where's my truck? There's my truck. Oh. I still feel like the belts are a little bit messy. They're better than they were before, but I don't know. I feel like I still want to tweak it a little. I also built a bridge. I also unlocked the concrete material. Is nice. Oh yeah, I built a plinth for our floating rock. I didn't have the heart to blow it up, so I decided to keep it. So here is down here. It's a very big place once you're in it, isn't it? Try to go for like an industrial dock theme, I guess. Like high pipes and dock areas. I discovered the nudge feature. There's a button here called Lock Hologram. So if I lock it, it stays in place. And then I can nudge it about. That's how I got the power poles inside these pillars. I made little railings out of them. Plus I can move power along it, which is fun. And the only reason I put a power pole right next to it is because if I took a power line there to over, let's say over here, there's a wire in the way. So I had to raise it up first. A lot of these buildings don't have roofs yet. I'm not a very good roofer. So the compacted coal comes in. Haha, and I've got some signs. 240 coal, 240 sulfur gets turned into 240 compacted coal. I also discovered these floor holes and wall holes. So if we come over here, if I put a hole here, it goes straight through, and you can connect the vertical belts to them. Same with the wall holes. You can just put them anywhere you want. Which is cool. I do wonder if there's a reason for that, because you can just build through a wall. So yes, the sulfur is coming up underneath, and then the coal is coming from above. And it's the same for each floor. This belt up here is the sulfur for the next floor up. Ba, 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 ba. See? And then there's a belt for coal. Obviously all of these machines aren't running at the moment because I don't have the sulfur. As I said before, future-proofing for when I do. Then over here is the L-shaped building for turning the oil into fuel. 540 oil makes 360 fuel and 270 polymer resin, which is this belt right here. Now, I have placed oil extractors on the other oil veins around here, but I'm not using them at the moment. They just stop here. Now, I could put them into refineries and turn them into more fuel and more polymer resin. However, the fuel wouldn't really go anywhere. I can't pump them into the refineries for the turbo fuel because the turbo fuel needs more compacted coal, and the compacted coal needs more sulfur. So at the moment we're still just at the setup we had before, but with more machines. And this building is in an L shape for a reason. We go over it. Over here, there is another oil vein, or at least I think there is. Because I can't really do anything with it. I can't put an oil extractor on it. I mean, it does look different than the other oil veins, so I don't know. But it is definitely crude oil. So there's more oil here if we need it somehow. I don't know how. Maybe I'll blow it up. I haven't tried that. Hold on. Fire in the hole. Yeah, nothing. Ooh, power slug. These pipes will be different in the future. We're very close to getting the Mark II pipes, which hold 600 meter cubed. I'm using 2 pipes here at the moment because our turbo fuel setup takes 360 fuel. I'll change it over once we unlock Mark II pipes, but that takes heavy modular frames, which we don't have at the moment. And if we go over here to these uninspired buildings, we have a factory making rubber, which is taking half of our polymer resin and 135 water to make 67.5 rubber a minute. Again, hopefully this will all be quadrupled in the future. And over here, the other half of our polymer resin plus 45 water makes 45 plastic a minute. Now, even quadrupled, this might not be that much plastic and rubber. However, we do have that extra odd oil vein over there, so we can use that to make just plastic and rubber instead of going through the fuel process to begin with, if we need more in the future. And then these are being belted out over here. Lots of plastic, lots of rubber. And then the overflow, to stop the system from clogging, is going into some item sinks. Ooh, 12 coupons. And just plastic and rubber, that's amazing. Apparently I've neglected to paint the back of the turbo fuel building. Haha. I just noticed that. There's still some bits to do around here. Some tidying up, some extra aesthetic pieces. But I am quite glad with how it all turned out. Also, I remembered to make all of the pathways 2 tiles wide so I can drive down them easily. Wow, it got dark here. I should really try and get some lights, shouldn't I? I'm going to cheat. Haha. So here is our turbo fuel. It takes 360 fuel, 240 compacted coal to make 300 turbo fuel. That's all going into that building. I think I might have destroyed some of the efficiency in the moving. 11,000 megawatts. Hopefully that will solve itself once I get Mark II pipes, because I think the trouble is I'm splitting all of the resources between 2 pipes, so there's some inconsistency with how the balancing is. And here is the building. Aha! Looks like a rib cage, doesn't it? I have tried to raise and lower the input belts and pipes so that I can walk around the machines. Because this was the setup I had before with most other factories, where things are just level to the ground. It's very difficult to maneuver around. So I started doing this, and upstairs I've put them under the floor. That's the... that will be the turbo fuel pipe for the floor above. It's an interesting sight, isn't it? It really does look like a rib cage or something. So there we are, minus a few extra details I need to hammer out. The oil ocean zone is functionally complete. There's only a couple of extra bits I need to do. I need to build some roofs, I need to put some extra refineries for the turbo fuel setup to quadruple it. Also, do you like the incredibly tall elevator here? I was wondering how high you could make it. I was hoping to do more with the plastic and rubber this episode, but I got incredibly distracted by aliens. So next time I will try to delve into that. I will take the rubber and the plastic to make circuit boards and computers, and maybe try and do some heavy modular frames as well. Because the Mark II pipes is something I do need. Ta-da! So thank you all for watching, I hope you all enjoyed. I shall see you again in the future. Cheerio! Hand.
Consume. Consume. Consume.
Consume.